Now we're getting an update from police in the Western Cape in the wake of that Bishop Lavis shooting. We know that the 7th victim has died in hospital.
I'll hand over now to Lieutenant General Patekile, the Provincial Commissioner. General, over to you.
Well, good morning to you all.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon to you all. Last night there was a shooting here in Bishop Lavis in a house, in a private house where people were enjoying themselves. Then people were shot at, and at the scene, 6 people died, 3 women and 3 men. And then 1 man and 1 woman were taken to hospital, which one of them now has passed away. That makes it 7. But after that, we had to put in an integrated team to work around the clock to find people that are responsible for these heinous murders. And I'm happy to say 3 people were arrested now that were confident that they will answer for these cases in court. 3 men, a 17-year-old, a 24, and a 29. They arrested, and also a 9mm pistol was also confiscated, which will be taken to forensic for ballistic tests and some other things like your touch DNA. That's where we are now with this one. But what we've also done is we've deployed additional forces to stabilize the area for the duration until the area is stabilized. That is what we are doing to ensure that there's safety. And we may also recall that it follows another incident that has happened in Atlantis, where we have not made any inroads, but we're still requesting the community to assist us to find those who are responsible for that shooting.
Commissioner, is there any connection between those 2 incidents?
Now, it's too early to say. We don't know, but investigation will lead us. For now, we are just investigating. We're ensuring that we get the people that were responsible for that.
And can we confirm that this was gang-related as well?
We are investigating that part. We always, especially in this area, because Bishop Lavis is a gang station. So there is always the relationship between incidents that happen here with the gangs. So whether the victims were the gangs or the suspects that were arrested are gangs, we are still profiling them to establish the real thing. But that will be the investigation that will tell us.
General, just earlier we spoke to the Western Cape MAC for Policing, Andrew Mare, and she mentioned that intelligence gathering poses a challenge for the authorities. Just from SAPS's point of view, could you have not foreseen these attacks be executed?
Look, in each and every police station area, there is a hotspot, especially on the gangs. Where this shooting took place, it's not the hotspot that we had now. Valhalla Park was the hotspot, the hottest, if you can say, the hottest hotspot that we're focusing on. Yes, any area in this area is a hotspot, but this one wasn't really a hotspot for now. And many other towns may have been a hotspot. So the intelligence, as far as the intelligence that would concern, of course there's always a room for improvement, but if you're looking at what we have achieved in as far as our successes in, whether it's the high flyers, the big bosses, or the most recent in extortions and all, it was intelligence driven. So even now, with this way we're now in, it's also intelligence driven that we're now arrested the 3 people. So there will always be a room for improvement. But I must say there is, and we have had now inroads with intelligence in this province since the last few months up to a year. From January up to now, we've been making some inroads.
May I ask if maybe you've checked the criminal profile of these 3 people that were arrested?
We are currently busy with that. That's underway to find out what do we have with them, because they've just been arrested.
Yeah, so where exactly, Commissioner, were they arrested?
No, we arrested around the Bishop Lavis areas. Yes.
Just a word to Cape Townians and Western Cape residents, General, in terms of their safety. Does SAPS have a grip on what seems to be increasing gun violence?
We have deployed many of our members in uniform and those not in uniform as well. And also because remember we have signed this agreement with the city of Cape Town. We are now collaborating in many different spheres and areas. So we are there. And also, I must say, with the assistance and the partnership with other role players like the CPFs, neighborhood watches and community blues, we are making that inroad. Even the speech crime prevention and other NGOs, we are in that space. But all we requesting is that if you know something, tell us beforehand. And we know this time we've launched our festive season operations, and we want to assure the community that we will be there to ensure that the safety is there. But please inform us. We are not saying don't use that number for the extortion. For that number, we've had gang incidents that were reported. We have had extortions and many other things, corruption, for example. We've been reported in that, and we followed and we succeeded. That 0800 314444. That number is actually free. Please use that number, and it's manned all the time, and we get some assistance there.
PC, two questions. There's been conflicting reports that an additional 2 people in that Atlanta shooting had died in hospital this morning. Can you confirm that? And secondly, could you speak to the incident in Athlone where 5 people were shot in another incident of mass shooting last night as well?
I am not aware of any death now in Atlantis. Maybe it's coming. But with Athlone incidents, for now, we're looking for suspects. We don't have, but we need people to assist us. And always, when it is new, it's fresh, we don't find people to come forward. But in exceptional circumstances like this one, that within 24 hours we are able to arrest, but we get there. But even in this one, we can't crack it if we can just tell us what happened and who was responsible so that we can go and link and then take that person out.
Thank you. I think, General, I see Coben, you have one.
It's just another language.
Just another language, but in as far as Athlone, it was just one person that was killed in Athlone.
Yes,
it's
not 5
I
people
think
shot.
just to clarify that we don't confuse the different incidents.
Was that gang related?
Yes.
Athlone is gang related. It's also a gang station. It would be gang related as well. 1 person was killed, not 5. There was a shooting, but only 1 that was killed. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I think